255, 10454. Got some guy swearing at me and just saying F the police.
What the? Guys, what is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you guys? Sioux Falls Police Department. Guys, he's standing on a public sidewalk talking. What is wrong with you?
255,
They're arresting him for speaking his mind.
We're good with what we got now.
That's a yes or a no question. Are you refusing to give me a supervisor? Howard can't answer. Thank you, young lady. What was your name?
Logan.
And you're saying no, you're not going to call a supervisor?
No.
Okay.
If you would like to, you can call. I'm assuming you're live streaming. You could probably still double and make a phone call at the same time. 605-367-7000.
Just be advised, Metro is continuing to get flooded with phone calls regarding that. We're now getting the same callers calling multiple times. A lot of them are coming from California now.
Where I'm getting to.
And I asked for a supervisor at the time, and they all refused to get me one. I've been trying to call for 5, 6, maybe 7 hours. Haven't got a hold of anybody.
Yep. You and apparently half the country have been trying to call us. They were given the order to stop taking the complaints.
Thanks for coming out and exercising the free speech. My viewers are not used to me doing that, so when I did it the other day, they're like, "Oh my gosh, James, you're losing it, man." No. I'm like, no, like all of our rights need to be exercised regularly. They're used to me being calm and cool and collected and going to like Bow or like Eric Brandt for the free speech stuff. So thanks for coming out and doing it.
You're not all for the fuck the police stuff, or are you?
It doesn't matter. It's free speech and it needs to be done. Yeah. And like the other day, where was it? In Missouri. I cussed out a cop just to do it, just to test the free speech line, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh," just because they're not used to seeing me do it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because I was mad at the guy or whatever. It's just it needs to be said. Why? Because it can be said, and it's important that, I mean, more than anything, that we're allowed to and able to redress our grievances in any words we see fit with our government.
Right.
So.
No, I've been arrested in Sioux Falls over 35 fucking times.
Oh, really?
That's bail money. That's these motherfuckers taking your car. They took one of my cars just 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
I can't win with Sioux Falls PD.
And then what? They impound it, and you got to pay to get it out of impound, or they take it to an auction.
It's always your fault.
Yeah.
It's never their fault, and they're always they're right in what they're doing and towing off your shit and giving you tickets and taking you to jail. And all I'm saying is, they're not fucking right. They're fucking cowards. Every fucking one of them. They know what they're fucking doing. They're fucking cowards. Aren't you? You're fucking cowards. Fuck you.
I'm glad he came out to do the free speech thing.
255, 10454.
This way I don't have to test that.
Got some guy swearing at me and just saying F the police.
They're all fucking pieces of shit.
10-4, can I get a unit to start to Franklin 41 in Caroline?
253, I'll go on 49 Malaysia.
Fucking cowards.
10-4.
Go somewhere else with that shit. I don't want to.
259
I
like
don't
that
want
way
to
as
see
well.
it. I understand what Eric Brandt's saying. I thought that would never be me.
We're telling you head that way as well?
You're the fuck cops guy?
He's the fuck
259, just keep me on my current call.
I'm the fuck the cops guy number 2. And I just say it like this.
10-4.
Police. Bottom line. Bottom line.
Well, I haven't seen anybody filming out here in South Dakota yet. You gonna be our first?
I filmed. I was Sioux Falls, South Dakota cop block Mark Burgess.
255 will be 2 gentlemen, one's filming and the other is a larger male with big brown beard being filmed.
The censorship bullshit.
Yeah.
Heck, that's what it is.
10-4.
That's how you treat them, because when they act like fucking pigs, they're pigs. And even if they're not being a pig now, tonight they'll be fucking off fucking gunning someone else down. And they just did it down at the courthouse.
Oh, they gunned someone down?
So if you look up Lee Risney Jr. and I forget what the cop's name was, but they just...
Sam 740, I just want to make sure you were copying 255's traffic.
For breaking out the front door of
the courthouse?
Jail.
Oh, the jail?
Right downtown there. So if you get by the...
I did not.
for
He's
breaking
out
out
on
the
an
front door of
accident in the
jail.
parking lot of the
People want to sub to
frying
you. You don't have a
pan
channel up right now,
on
though?
41 and Carolyn.
The
Sketchy
police?
subjects that are
Oh, fuck the
approaching,
police?
swearing,
Okay,
yelling,
that's
and
the
they're
channel?
also filming him. I
How
do
many
have
subs are on there right
covering
now? So
routes,
people
but
can
just
kinda-
making you aware.
On here, I'm gonna say
101?
something right now.
Buy that man a beer for me. All right, branded veteran
Pretty
says
much
to buy
agree.
you
Will you
a
send me that as
beer.
well?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's me.
for
Fuck the police.
Here, Brandon sent $5 and said I'm a beer.
I don't. What? No. No,
yeah, that's yours,
I'm
man.
Not taking your money,
They were-
man.
they-
I'm not taking
it's
your money.
theirs. I'll get mine through the it'll come to
Through
me.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm here.
that was for you.
No, dude.
Yep.
No, that's not why I
Buy
came
that
out
man a
here.
beer. That's all right. I know it's not why you came out here. That's why they donate like that, because they know.
I don't.
You didn't come out here for.
I could never get that big, but
All right, people are saying they just subscribed you.
yeah, I appreciate it. You know, and I'm not gonna. I see you. This guy had no license though.
Yeah, no license. Well, he gave him 4 tickets. The 2 that I heard were no license and no insurance.
Yeah.
748, check his
Yeah,
status.
if we can get him to the 1,000 sub mark, then he can.
255, checking your status.
I used to do it from my
255, I'm fine. He's just running his mouth is all. I just want him out of here.
But look, I've been yanked off my motorcycle. I've been tased more times than I can count. I'm done playing with these bitches. I'm done.
Name
I've
him
lived
again
here
so I
for
can
20
sub.
fucking years.
What's the name again?
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police on YouTube.
It's an LAPD guy. Someone sketched me out, an LAPD guy, so it's a little bit darker. The guy on there looks like an LAPD cop. It says LAPD across his chest. That's the Rodney King.
Who's the dude on the shirt?
Oh, this is Daniel Bryan.
Danny Bryant?
Daniel Bryan. He's just a wrestler.
Right on.
Through WWF. He kind of emulates me though. I wish I would have had my cop block shirt on, but when I see him, I'm like, I was in the middle of a good
259, send me 255 call.
10-4.
Damn, he made it all the way to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, man.
Big shit he was trying. If you end up over in Rapid City, Big shit he's waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll be over there.
You
We'll
know,
be over there
just-
in a little while.
Just,
Yeah, I looked it up last night and saw it's a good 4 or 5 hours away. We're going that direction though, so I'm gonna hit them up when we get out there.
go check out the Badlands. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah,
If you can, drive through there.
we may end up spending a month or 2 in South Dakota actually.
Yeah, it's worth it. And if you get out to see Sturgis, I wish I was heading that way right now. That's where I should be going. But
Going to Sturgis. We're not gonna make it before Sunday though. It's the rally's over Sunday, right?
you're gonna see it all pass you by.
Yeah,
'Cause
we've
everybody's
been
gonna
seeing
be
it
leaving.
all the way up here.
I hit the interstate. It was real busy in Sioux Falls here, but real
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah,
Real
we've
busy.
seen a lot of motorcycles on the way up here, man.
Yep.
And
I appreciate James Freeman, dude. Peace to Sewer Dog. God. Who else? Eric
he's got a way
Grant.
better
Eric
beard than me,
Grant's
too.
The one that fucking got me to be fuck the cops. Fuck them motherfuckers.
10-4.
Look what you're doing,
Fuck
Eric.
this one. Fuck that one. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Uh-oh.
Fuck you. He ain't
Uh-oh.
gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. He knows he's not gonna do shit. He's gonna stand there and take it.
There was only one
With
piggy
him
here.
and his piece of shit
And now at the
taser.
and now at
Aren't
the
you?
end,
You know who it is.
another one
You
showed
know
up.
who it is. Don't fucking talk to me. You know I won't give you the time of day. What's going on today?
Nothing.
Fucking back the fuck away. No?
Well, leave him alone. Leave him alone. What are you doing to him? Run. What are you doing? Guys, what are you doing to him?
Causing a disorder.
No, he's not. What the? Guys, what is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you guys? Sioux Falls Police Department.
I got a lawyer, you motherfucker.
Guys,
You know who I am.
he's standing on a
Fifth
public
floor's
sidewalk
97.
talking. What is wrong with you?
Release your hands.
This is wrong, dude.
It's free speech on a public sidewalk.
259.97.
This is all.
10-4.
They're arresting him for speaking his mind.
351.97 the private van.
What is there to it then? What
10-4.
more is there to it?
255,
They're arresting him
1015.
for speaking his mind.
We're good with what we got now.
Have freedom of speech, Manny DeCastro.
Other units can be 10-8 if you're
I'm
not.
not touching anybody.
Thank you, James. Yeah, you bet. Fuck you. You know who I am.
You guys are out of control. What is wrong with you guys?
No idea who you are, sir.
You now fucking know, motherfucker. You can
know
call
Guys-
Manny DeCastro downtown.
All I know is that
You go fuck yourself.
Me?
Go fuck yourself. Freedom of speech.
So you arrested him for saying fuck the police? Is that?
We're arresting him for
Freedom of
trying
speech.
to resist when we were trying to do an investigation.
ain't
You
got
can't.
no
You
right.
you don't have to
say
grab
nothing
him
about
to investigate.
investigation.
You don't need to touch to investigate. What were you investigating?
You wasn't investigating
What were you
shit.
investigating? What if I were to grab you while I investigate you? That would be wrong.
I was having a conversation with my boy here. Fuck you, man.
So he said that
You don't
they
know what freedom
arrested
of
him
speech
for
is? You
resisting
fucking
an
get it
investigation. Hey, sir, what's your name, please?
Call Manny DeCastro.
987, badge
Fuck
987.
yourself, man. Get me off freedom of speech.
I'm taking a video of you right now. Get in your car and get out of here.
That's right. Move your fucking car. Coward ass motherfucker.
It's live right now.
Damn right. 150 fucking six people.
Are you good? Are you good to get
400
out?
people online.
Hey, sir.
Guys, don't even touch me. I'm filming. Don't even think
Sir,
about
instead
it.
of looking at the camera, can you please
We're
get
live.
up and listen to me?
Go fuck yourself.
Are you going to
Tell
get
me
up?
what to do now.
Are you going to get up?
Okay. He's got about 10 feet. I don't have. Look. Okay. Safety. Good. All right. Now don't say anything to me, please. I have a right to film it.
You're right, you do, but I'm asking you to step back.
Fuck these motherfuckers. This ain't freedom of speech.
255, I'm sorry, there's
Dude,
a lot
this
of
is out of
background.
control, dude.
1048,
They're
I copy.
arresting. He said he's arresting him for resisting when he tried to investigate. So resisting an investigation. Resisting an investigation. Where's the supervisor at? On the way? Let's get him out here right now, please.
Are you involved?
I am a citizen who is asking for a supervisor now. No, I'm telling you to get a supervisor out here right now. Yeah, I'm telling you what to do right now. Okay, what's your name?
Hanson, my name.
Hanson, what's your badge number?
934.
And you're refusing to get me a supervisor.
You call in first.
I said that's a yes or a no question. Are you refusing to get me a supervisor?
I'm giving you an
That's a yes or a no question. Are you refusing to get me a
Answer it.
supervisor?
If you would like a supervisor, you call
Howard can't answer. Thank you, young lady. What was your name?
Logan, I
And you're saying no, you're not going to call a supervisor?
No.
Okay.
If you would like to, you can call. I'm assuming you're live streaming. You could probably
Yeah.
still double and make a phone call at the same time. 605-367-7000.
Can I get closer so they can hear? I'm not. Can I get
would prefer
here?
if
Can
you
I
did.
say it again?
That's fine. 367-7000 is the non-emergency line.
3677. What's the area code?
605
605 367
7000.
7000. And they're refusing to get a supervisor out here. I gotta catch the audio. I gotta catch the audio of the
I
conversation.
asked you to stay over here once before.
You're interfering.
If you could refuse to disobey
All
what
right,
I'm telling
guys.
you to do,
Now
you will
we
be
need to get the lawyers on the phone. Now they're interfering with news media at this point.
If you would like to record from a safe distance away, that's fine.
This is a safe distance. I need to get
To walk up on the officers.
the audio.
Okay, but you're not going to walk up on the officers.
I've been here. I've been closer than you
I
have.
understand that, but I'm telling
If
you,
I wanted to hurt somebody, I would have done it before you ever arrived.
right there, that is fine.
If I wanted to hurt someone, I would have done it before you ever got here.
I'm not saying that that's what you want to do.
Okay. Then why are you interfering with my investigation?
I'm telling you, if you would like to safely record from right there.
What's unsafe about getting the audio of what he's saying right now?
We're not going to get closer.
What's unsafe about that? It's not unsafe. It's you trying to hide what they're saying. You don't need to know who I am.
Okay, but that's why you're not getting closer to my patrol car.
I need to get the audio of what they're saying.
If you approach this car
I'm not-
one more time, I'm going to take
I'm not approaching the car, I'm going around it. All right, they're getting out of control, guys. Now they're really, the threats, the intimidation. The Supreme Court has already ruled on this. I can be this close, I can be even closer. You guys have already screwed up. And your sovereign citizen immunity is gone. When you get sued, it's going to be your house. Your home. You personally. Bunch of sovereign citizens never held accountable.
To walk towards these officers one more
What the
time.
hell is wrong with you? The public sidewalk is over here. I have to go over here. Get your supervisor. This bitch is threatening me. Now she's threatening me anywhere that I go. Like, I can't move from that spot over there. Everywhere I go, she threatens me. You can't go there. You can't go here. Stay away from our officers. I need to get near the scene. She's pushing me away from the scene. There's no tape. I need to be over there getting the audio. I'm not, because she's threatening me. You guys are a bunch of trash. You wonder why people do the things they do to you. I mean, I hate to see the violence used against y'all, but I mean, what do you think is gonna happen? Why do you think things like Dallas happen? I have no idea. Maybe it's because you guys are out of control. Maybe it's because you threaten folks like me when we try to record and document. I'm strongly against all the violence. I try to preach against it, but for God's sakes, guys, you're making it really difficult for me.
You follow instructions and don't go where
I don't need to follow your instructions. I need to follow the law. Your instructions are not the law. You're badly mistaken. You got an ego and a control complex. You understand? You need to follow instructions. You need to follow instructions. How much time have you spent in the law library this month, as opposed to maybe the shooting range?
I haven't been to the shooting range at all this month.
Sam 748 on West.
The law library. You don't have any
748.
idea what we're talking about. You're just used to.
Just be advised, we're getting multiple calls into Metro now about that particular call that you're on and it being live streamed.
You act like you're a
10-4, you just want to add them to this call if there's phone numbers.
You are the oppressor.
10-4.
I'm gonna FOIA that. Is that your personal phone or your business phone? I'm doing an open records request on that, sweetheart.
253. Can you just make a separate call for 41st and Carolyn? 24B.
Hey, lick their boots, man. Let me see it.
10-4.
Lick their boots.
Hey, in case you're wondering, they are better than us.
Lick they're better than us? Lick their boots.
They got more balls than
Lick their boots. You don't, yeah, okay. They got more balls than you. They literally just arrested that guy. Dude, this is out of control.
Brother, you're brave motherfucker, dude. The cops here are crooked as fuck.
Dude, this is out of control, man.
The cops here are
They just arrested him for resisting an investigation. He specifically said it.
Yeah.
For resisting an investigation.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
But he didn't do or say anything until he called 6 other cops to come out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He called 6 other cops and then said, okay, now let's tackle him.
I'm Jason Joseph Smith,
Yeah.
and I'm letting you know I saw it too. You're a brave motherfucker. You're a brave motherfucker.
This is...
They're crooked here. They are crooked as fuck. Worse than Texas sometimes.
Sam 748. So there was only one more call.
See you guys next time.
No, we're still getting multiple calls. I'm trying to get the
What's the
operators
phone
in
number?
here to put them in
I'll
on
try to get them
the
to come in
same
the
call.
chat when I end the live stream here.
Number.
And Sam 748, it looks like someone called in complaining about us, but they refused to give us any information. I guess they were transferred to the front desk as well.
Hello. King,
Good.
Can you call in to Metro?
Over.
Sam 748, the numbers are starting to get updated in your call. All of them want calls.
Number. Sounds good.
Metro 2 available, supervisor on West. Can you line, please?
7823.
10-4, it's reference what Sam 748 is working on. Metro 2, Sam 748 or Sam 823.
748.
Just be advised, Metro is continuing to get flooded with phone calls regarding that. We're now getting the same callers calling multiple times. A lot of them are coming from California now.
Where I'm getting to.
10-4.
Communications?
Hi, this is Sioux Falls, right?
Yes, it is.
I was wondering where and when the press conference is for the Mark Burgess deal. We're sending a crew out there.
Okay, I'm not sure of the time or place of that.
Okay, could you transfer me to someone who does? Because it's later today in just a few hours sometime.
Okay. There would be nobody here that would know that.
Okay, so how would I reach someone Who would know?
You can try calling 605-978-6566.
Oh, hold on. Whoa, that was way too fast. 978?
Yep, 6566.
Okay, and who is that for?
That'd be for Sioux Falls Police.
Is that not what you are?
We dispatch for them. I'm not an officer.
Okay, and so what does this line ring? The police administration?
I forget. It's for the Sioux Falls Police Department.
Okay, so you're not an employee of them?
Correct.
Okay, interesting. So you're like with the county or something?
With the dispatch center.
Dispatch center for everyone. Okay. Alright, so if I call that, that would actually be the city's police department number.
I'm not sure if anybody would be there to answer, but you can try it.
Okay, if not, I'll try here in a few hours. I wish they would have told y'all that. Alright, well, thank you, sir, for that number. You have a good morning.
Yep.
Alright, bye.
You're welcome.
You have reached the City of Sioux Falls Police Uniform Services Division. Please leave your name, number, and information. We appreciate your call. Thank you.
Please leave a message at the tone.
I don't know. Maybe we should just go visit them right now, actually. There won't be anybody there, though. I guess that's really the only problem. There won't be anybody there. Just like there's not anybody here. I guess I could probably say the words, fuck the police, and probably 6 or 7 cops will come out at that point, because that's what happened earlier. I should probably just say fuck the police and put up my middle finger, and 6 or 7 pigs will magically appear with tasers and I just realized the chat's not scrolling.
Go ahead and send me that suspicious subject at the LEC. I'll take a cover.
Don't do that. They get you.
Deborah, cover you in for the LEC.
James, Eric is not
Okay, I'm just clearing here. I got another one.
James, calm down.
Deborah 13.
James, calm down. Well, that's what got that dude beat up earlier. A lot of people that called, hey, thank you. Thanks, 1-2. Settle down, James, says Sunflower.
You get on that Sam 799 call, and you are 97 at the LAC.
Well, that's what got that guy tackled earlier today, right? Was the words, fuck the police, which are extremely damaging. Those are extremely damaging words to the ego of a tyrant. To them and get through to them and let them know that I'm standing out here waiting for someone to come and talk to me. I asked for a supervisor, what, like 6-7 hours ago on the scene. I still haven't seen a supervisor. Thanks, trucking dog. But I have not been able... Oh, Patrick DeCambra. Patrick DeCambra. Don't they use the same symbol? Standing, you don't stay still. You're absolutely right, Darth. Oh, man. Even worse when I'm on the phone. Ask my wife. I absolutely will not hold still when I'm on the phone. I have to walk and talk. I can't just talk. I can't stand still. Butthurt cops, feeble-minded. Thanks, Earthly. Thanks, Teresa. 602 people watching. Everybody left because they're not coming out. We're down to 521. Keeps you from loitering, yeah. That's right. Where is Bao? I messaged Bao earlier today and asked him to come up here. So let me tell you, by the way, out of all the people that called and contacted these folks earlier, I did see some messages and some posts on my Facebook about responses that y'all got from the police department. And some looked like the supervisors were pretending to care, which obviously they don't care because they still charged him with. Oh, here we go. All right, let me get the secondary camera on. All right, got both cameras rolling. Hopefully this is... What's up? How you guys doing? What's that? Oh, you got a call about recording?
Yeah.
So you didn't get a call that I needed to talk to a supervisor, huh?
You need to talk to the supervisor?
Yeah.
There's actually one that's probably him right here.
Oh, okay, cool. That's funny because I've been looking for a supervisor for like 6 or 7 hours.
Really?
And nobody shows up until somebody calls on me for recording. That's silly.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, never mind, that's not the supervisor.
All right.
You want to come up over here or do you want to stay out here?
I'd kind of prefer to stay on the
Stay on
public.
the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Okay, that's totally
I
fine.
appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, not a problem.
I'd also appreciate if you don't surround me. Just a personal preference.
No, we're not trying to surround you.
All right. After what I saw earlier tonight,
Are you talking with the King's Bar?
yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked for a supervisor when I was out there on scene, and they refused to get me one.
Oh.
So you're the supervisor?
No, I'm sorry. He's on his way.
Oh, okay. All right, great.
He should be here momentarily, I would think. Not
Okay.
entirely sure, but
He or she?
he.
What's his name?
His last name's Hoffman.
Hoffman?
Yes, sir.
All right. You guys seen the video then?
I have not watched it, no.
All right. So all this response is for the cameras, not for my concern.
Well, the big concern was that somebody was reporting, which
Uh-huh.
is totally fine.
Right.
Obviously. And then figuring out what the individual wanted. Because we have secured spots that are here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure if he walks it past someplace, maybe somebody thought it was secured or something like that. It's entirely possible. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Just want to be sure. You know, today's climate is kind of wild, so.
I honestly, at this point, feel threatened. I felt scared to come out here in the first place, especially after what happened earlier, and with such a large response out here when I just want a supervisor. I'm gonna let you know at this point I feel threatened. Well, I mean, it's just you guys have guns. I don't, and what I saw earlier today was insane. You know, free speech, retaliation. Yeah, I mean, it just. I deal with police all the time. I'm not always shaking. I'm shaking right now. You know what I mean? I deal with police, and I film police all over the U.S. And,
Oh, do you really?
yeah, and I'm not usually scared shitless like I am right now.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna back up over this way a little bit so I can make sure and have everybody in the frame.
Okay, that's the supervisor.
All right. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm Sergeant Hoffman with the police department.
How you doing, Sergeant Hoffman?
Badge 799.
Badge 799. Awesome. I appreciate it.
How can I help you tonight?
I asked for a supervisor probably 6, maybe 7 hours ago.
Okay.
When I was out at a scene where a guy was tackled and kidnapped for free speech, and a supervisor never showed up.
Okay.
So can we consider this the supervisor showing up for that scene? We got another one coming out up here. Is there a reason? I mean, I watched a victim get attacked today, and Jesus Christ, there's one more up there. Is this witness intimidation?
Lieutenant, this is Lieutenant.
Is this witness intimidation?
You guys go back.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well. What can we help you with tonight?
So I witnessed that scene earlier today where the officers retaliated against the guy for free speech on a public sidewalk. And I asked for a supervisor at the time, and they all refused to get me one. Is that typical policy when
You did not speak with the sergeant at all today?
Not at all.
Okay.
And I had to leave. I had my wife and kids with me who also witnessed the brutal scene. And I've been trying to call for 5, 6, maybe 7 hours. Haven't got a hold of anybody.
Yep. You and apparently half the country have been trying to call us.
Well,
But I know that our sergeants talked to several people.
Okay.
They were inundated with calls at that point.
Okay.
Most of them not from our area code, not from our jurisdiction.
Well, mine wouldn't be from your area code either, but...
The information was limited, a lot of anonymous calls, a lot of calls from first names, a lot of disorderly people yelling at our dispatchers. After a certain number of calls, the sergeants were given the order to stop taking the complaints.
Okay.
And then we have a log that's going through our dispatch.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's very difficult for our dispatch to keep up with all of them. We're not a huge city. We have a limited number of dispatchers, and it's tying up our emergency lines or our non-emergency lines.
Okay.
Which I understand people are concerned about what they saw and they want to talk about it. We have an online complaint system, our CRM system, through our website if they want to file something there to free up our dispatchers to do their job.
Well, I'd love to help free everything up. That's kind of why I'm here. I was hoping to get, one story and broadcast it to everybody. Okay. Now, as I understand, he's been released, but with 3 charges. Is that correct?
I don't know. Well, I have not looked at his charges.
Okay.
I saw the YouTube video earlier. The information is out there. Our command staff has been made aware of it. The matter is going to be looked into, and then on Monday, our public information officer will discuss it with our local media. You're welcome to come to that if you want, but they're going to talk about it more then, as they've had answer reviews.
So did he go before? He has been released. I have seen him. He's broadcasted live since his release, and I was told that he was given 3 charges. So I assume he went before a magistrate. Then is that correct?
No. We don't have 24-hour magistrates. They're allowed to bond out of jail if the charge is a low-level charge.
Okay. So we're just waiting on the magistrate to say, no, there's no probable cause to arrest a man for saying, fuck the police, right?
He will have a court date that's set and go before a judge, and that'll be up to the judge.
And that'll be...
Units at the LEC status check?
Right. Okay. I'm just not understanding. I mean, I've seen people arrested for saying fuck the police before, and the magistrate is usually good enough to throw it out immediately. They're released without bond, and we don't get silly charges like disorderly conduct and all that. So I'm just wondering why that hasn't happened yet. And people are going to continue to contact. We're kind of tired of just getting the runaround and saying, oh, we'll take care of it, we'll take care of it. We want to actually see it taken care of. And what we mean by that is we want to see people be able to walk up and down the streets and see a Sioux Falls police officer and say, hey man, fuck the police, and give you the finger. And whether you like it or not, and honestly, whether I like it or not, and whether I like that my kids hear it or not, it's legal and it's lawful. And if you guys have a city ordinance against it, that's unlawful. So,
that's something that the attorneys will have to play out.
That's
I understand where you're coming
from
with that.
Until we see an actual solution to the problem, people aren't going to stop. You get that, right? And the way that the officers acted earlier today, I mean, it's not gaining much trust from the public, right? I mean, at the very least, they could have brought a supervisor out, but the egos were flaring.
The matter's going to be looked into. If there are any issues, we'll address them.
All right. Can I give you my contact information so that you can contact me with any updates? I'm going to mute you guys out for just a minute here, guys. All right, I'm going to unmute. All right.
All right.
And so what time will you're holding a press conference on Monday? Is that?
We hold them every day. They're at 10:30 here.
Every single day?
Well, I should let me say that. Business days, Monday through Friday.
Okay, you guys actually hold a press conference every day out here? Or I'm sorry, every business day?
Yep, media briefings.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's stuff that goes on. We want to obviously have an open communication with the public.
Man, you know, if we really did that, then we'd solve some real problems here.
Yep. Nope, I understand. I will say this though. Obviously, it's not probably. It's a two-way street. People sitting there yelling at the police when officers are trying to just conduct a regular traffic scene that has nothing to do with anybody else. you standing on the sidewalk recording like you were, nobody had any problem with that. You coming up close, nobody had any problem with that. As soon as somebody's there on the sidewalk yelling that, and I understand your position on that. I'm just going to tell you how we feel about that.
Absolutely.
It makes it very difficult to do our job, especially at the busiest, one of the busiest areas during the busiest times of the day. They're trying to deal with an accident, and then it just adds a lot of stress to it. They were trying to do their job, and the other gentleman that came up and became very exuberant. Unfortunately, this all happened, so things will work their way out. I'm sure they will. I appreciate what you're doing in regards to defending the Constitution. But at the same time, I don't know that maybe that is the best solution, that people are just yelling at the police and this, that, and the other thing.
I certainly understand your position on it, and that's why I usually try not to do it, and my viewers expect me not to do it, but I strongly support those who do, because as far as free speech, there's nothing more important than being able to use that free speech to express to my government exactly how I feel about them. And if the gentleman feels, fuck the police, I mean, honestly, I don't want my kids hearing it. But I don't care. I would rather my kids hear people marching up and down the road saying fuck the police than my kids see the police tackle somebody for doing that. I can teach my kids, hey, you know, that's not the best way to handle things. But seeing someone violently attacked for it, all right, man. Okay. We'll invite Eric Brandt out here. Have you guys ever seen a fuck cops flag before? No. All right, check out Eric Brandt on YouTube, and all right. We'll
anything else we can do?
No, that's it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you chatting with me. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Lieutenant Peterson.
Lieutenant Peterson and
Sergeant Hoffman.
Sergeant Hoffman. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good night.
Hey, one more thing real quick.
Yeah.
Again, you're on the sidewalk and whatnot, and this is our public front end and things like that, but our backside is our crime lab area, and that area is not public property. And then the fenced-in parking lots, and I don't know if you'll have other friends that come here or whatever. I just don't want to get anybody in trouble past the fenced-in areas on either side.
Okay.
This whole area in the front is the open lobby. So
right.
It's open from 6 a.m. until 10 o'clock at night.
Well, it is public property, but there are restricted areas, yes, is what you mean, right? And the restricted areas are clearly posted and or fenced off, right? Okay. No, anybody who does this will understand, as long as they're clearly posted and or fenced off.
I don't want any other confrontation.
Well, that means somebody would have to hop a fence to break the rules, right?
Well, yeah.
Or kick a door in.
Exactly.
Okay. Yep. I don't think, you know, if that's what's going on, it's not anybody I know.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good night, guys. He just couldn't leave without giving me some instructions. Did you guys catch that? I decided not to call him out on it, but he could not leave without giving me some stupid instructions. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Just couldn't do it. Oh my God. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's all lip service though until something is done. You can say anything you want to say to me, but actions speak louder than words. And it's all lip service until you fix the problem. You can tell me anything you want. These guys are still circling like crazy. I don't know, I might be here at shift change actually, I'm not sure. This area right here is definitely somewhere that you can walk into though. Well, you know what? This is their fault, but we got some issues here. It does say authorized personnel only, and that's on the gate right here, on the gates to enter in there. Now, if you were to come at this area from the sidewalk over here, which actually I did, and I didn't go back in this parking lot just because I'm scared to death of these guys. But on any other audit, I actually would have walked back into this area right here. And if you come at it from this side, there's no sign saying that the area is restricted. And if you come at it from that side over there, there's no sign saying that the area is restricted. It's clearly restricted to public parking, but not necessarily to all public access. See right here, there's no gate, there's no fence. and there's no signs saying that you can't walk back here. We are authorized. Says fuck the police. Hey, fuck the police, good to see you. Guys, he's in the chat right now. The victim that was attacked earlier tonight is in the chat. If you could click his name and subscribe to him. And they hit him for $350 bond tonight, which his wife came out and paid and got him out. But if I weren't scared to death of this department, any other place that I go to, I would have walked back here. And 100% believe that I legally and lawfully can. But again, the people that we are dealing with here aren't legal and lawful. They do whatever they want, whenever they want. And so just because you're right doesn't mean you're not going to get your ass beat, and doesn't mean that you're not going to jail. And it doesn't even mean that you're not going to be convicted. If you let me remind you of a case that happened to Bow. You guys remember what happened to Bow, right? I'm gonna end with this story and then we'll get out of here. Hey, Big Crappy, thank you. Cops took that $5 you gave him. Yeah, I know. I gave him money and they stole it. That's all right. Hey guys, if you can go to his PayPal and donate rather than me. I would sincerely appreciate it if you would just go over to his PayPal and donate it. And don't anything you feel like donating to me, if you could please just donate it to him to help out with his bond from tonight. I really appreciate it. When driving, make sure you flash your brights and your hazards when you spot a cop. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so let me tell this quick little story that I'm sure a lot of you remember before we go. Bao was arrested for harassment. If you guys remember when I was arrested in Crowley for having a camera in the courtroom, I can't remember the difference between Darla Peavy and the other cunt judge. But after she had me arrested for recording in the courtroom, Bao went and took the camera and did a video, and he really just told the story. That's all he did, is he told the story of what happened. And people did what they normally do when they see a story of a tyrant. They called her. She has a private law firm. They called the law firm. They left Google reviews. And a lot of those people were not nice. From what I heard in the courtroom, one of those people said something about sticking a broomstick up her ass and breaking it off. That's illegal, to stick a broomstick up somebody's ass and break it off unless they consent to it. But the point is, Bao didn't do anything but tell a story. All right, the people who may or may not have broken the law, they are the ones who should have been.
7799 Sky.
Oh, the piggies are down there trying to check out my vehicle.
Yeah, we're up
too.
there. The subject. Be 10 seconds for a few
Not
minutes.
nice. I've been told that these guys are retaliatory type also. And I don't, I try to experience everything for myself and decide for myself from my own experiences.